You know, oftentimes we hear liberals attacking conservatives on college campuses, and usually activists rush to the defense claiming it's just academic freedom and free speech. It's natural for liberal students and professors to freely express their liberal philosophies. That's what free speech and the marketplace of free ideas is all about. I respect that. But what is not right is for progressive professors to continually advance their ideas in the classroom, you know, where they're the authority figure, while squelching all other opinions. It's like every professor you encounter today believes that anyone who, let's say, supported George W. Bush must be either evil or stupid, and they're not going to let you get away with it. For more on the latest examples of liberal bias on college campuses, let me welcome to the program Katherine Timpf from Campus Reform. I was in college in the 90s. We were just talking about this in the last segment, and this is where political correctness really became an in-your-face movement. And I rejected it on the grounds that how can you say this is about free speech and tolerance and open debate, but you're screaming at anyone you disagree with? Now this is the professor.
Yes. Well, at Michigan State University recently, of course, the latest example, he wasn't just saying, oh, I don't like Mitt Romney, I don't like conservatives. He was saying Republicans are closeted racists. And if I find out any of you are closeted racists, aka Republicans, I'm going to come after you. That's terrifying. I mean, I'd be concerned if I had a Mitt Romney sticker on my car. What is he going to do, chase me out of the parking lot? I mean, that's a terrifying situation.
Well, here's the thing. A professor represents authority in a college classroom.
Right.
A professor, professors can join the debate, but professors are supposed to be facilitating debate in the classroom, not dictating it.
Well, this was also a creative writing class, and it was on the first day. So, you know, here's the syllabus and also a threat. I mean, I don't really know what business this has in a creative writing class in the first place, but also those classes are graded subjectively. So I would be very concerned to express any sort of conservative viewpoint in the classroom, and that is restricting the academic freedom of the student.
I had that happen in a intro to film studies class.
Oh, wow.
I had to take an elective. But yeah, that's the thing. Every time we get the Ward Churchills of the world in the news, it's always defended on the grounds of academic freedom. And come on, we know what academic freedom is. It's not a catch-all for anything that you do in front of a group of students.
Yeah, definitely. And the school has an anti-discrimination policy and an anti-harassment policy for a reason. This is clear discrimination, this is clear harassment, and he's on paid leave right now. He gets to go out somewhere where he doesn't have to face the heat and still collect his cushy salary.
What about this? I got to ask you about this Wikifem. There's actually money made available to people that will insert feminist propaganda into history pages?
Yes, FemTechNet is sponsoring these classes at 15 colleges and universities, including Yale, including Brown, some of our top colleges, to actually write feminist thinking into technology articles on Wikipedia. So teaching students, offering credit to actually write bias into these technical articles.
I'm sorry, is the tech world chauvinist? Because the last time I checked, the biggest tech company in America is run by a woman.
Right, exactly. Well, their argument is that because a lot of the articles or most of the articles are written by males, then it's automatically sexist. So they're also teaching students completely flawed logic in the classroom and giving them credit for it.
Is there some barrier to entry for women in the tech world that, again, what do you mean? Are you talking about geeks tend to be more male?
Right. As a woman, I don't think so. And
Okay.
I certainly don't think there's a barrier. If I wanted to go on Wikipedia and edit articles, there's nothing stopping me. I certainly don't think that, oh, I would love to go edit some Wikipedia articles, but sexism won't let me. It just makes absolutely no sense at all.
Well, let me bring this back to academics. Isn't that the whole I should say lack of foundation for wiki articles, that they aren't really, it's really just whatever the user adds, which makes them useless for research.
And that's one of the things that's the most mind-blowing about this, is that these students probably can't even use these articles in their school papers. They're not even factually correct, but they're concerned about making sure that they're politically correct. I mean, this is just completely a new low here. And, you know, I can't even believe it.
Now, do you think all of this nonsense is, when we were playing this video of David Petraeus, or I should say Dr. Petraeus from the Princeton University, showing up for his first day here at City University of New York, or we call it CUNY if you're a New Yorker, and getting this, oh, I wouldn't call it a warm reception, but the threat that these people are going to show up to every one of his classes. He's a war criminal. He has no right to be on their college campus, even though clearly it was the administration that hired him. I mean, when did college kids just decide that whatever they feel like saying to whoever they feel like saying to, that's also acceptable?
Yeah, I mean, well, look at the professors they're learning from. Look at some of these videos of these professors going on rants. The MSU is not an isolated incident. Obviously, at USC, a little while back, the video is also on Campus Reform. You can check it out, campusreform.org. It's this professor ranting about how all Republicans are stupid and racist. A TA suggests that you stop Republicans from voting by making sure their ballots get lost in the mail, and the professor says, yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, this is happening all over the place.
Yeah, and then you're surprised when you have a university say, look, ladies, you wouldn't really know if you're being raped, but if someone was trying to rape you, maybe you should excrete some bodily fluid on them or tell them you have some horrible STD. I swear I don't feel that separated from my college years. I'm 41, but it seems that this is a ridiculousness I couldn't even keep up with.
Yes, and you know, who knows how much more is going on. We'd like to encourage any student, any parent to reach out to Leadership Institute's campusreform.org and let us know about these things, because we have students on these campuses that are letting us know, and that's how these things are being brought to our attention in the first place.
And I always tell, you know, younger callers to my radio show, hey, get it on tape. You know, technology is a beautiful thing. When I was in college, you just kind of had to, you know, get people to trust you on it. But now with today's technology, just get it on tape.
Yes, absolutely. That's what happened at USC. That's what happened at MSU. Now, MSU, we would like to have people calling in demanding that this man is fired. He violated school policy. He violated the harassment policy. He violated the anti-discrimination policy. And why are those policies in place if you're not going to enforce them? How much more of this is going to be accepted? Some other professor might say, hey, I want a paid vacation.
Yeah, I'll just go on a rant and then go on a vacation. I got to leave it there, Katherine. Thank you so much for joining us.